What's going on, comic compadres, and welcome back to the Hoodrat podcast, where I'm Hoodrat, your Hoodrat, and what? We all Hoodrats. And today, I'm going to show off some of the books, exclusives that I got at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm also going to show off some of the signatures I got. I'm also going to show off some of the sketches I got up in this book. Like I always said, like I told y'all, man, you know, like the big hack, man, for cons is like always bring one of these, man, because you never know who you're gonna run in the hallways. You never know who you're gonna run into in the streets. Could be a celebrity, could be an artist, and you may not have a book for them to sign, but at least you have this, and you can just, you know, take it out your backpack and say, can I get a quick signature? And sometimes you get more than a signature, you know what I'm saying? But before I start, I want to give a big shout out to one of my very good friends, MVP Mike and Minnie, man. They are one of the best people I've ever met in life, and I met them at San Diego Comic-Con about a decade ago, and we've been doing San Diego Comic-Con for a good decade together. You know, we've been through it, and I think this is MVP Mike and Minnie's last year. I want to say thank you for all they've done, and I appreciate you. I know you guys don't get to do, you guys always, you know, deserve, but I'm gonna give it to you now, man. I love you both. You guys are like my brothers and sisters, man, and I'm gonna tell you I love y'all, man. MVP Mike, man, I know I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna bring you back, bro. I'm gonna bring you back. You'll see. But yo, let's get started with this, man. So I did my books in alphabetical order, and I have my stand here. I know it's big and it's kind of taking up a lot of screen, but I want you guys to see some of the books I got and make them like the highlighted part of this, you know, this show right now. So the first book I got was this Berserker #1 by Tradmore. And as you can see, I got it signed by Matt Kent right there. Matt signed it on the bottom. I love Matt, man. I met Matt at San Diego Comic-Con for the first time. He actually remembered me, man, from a couple interviews I did with him. And I appreciate Matt. He even did a little skit with me that you can check out over on my Instagram page. Yeah, it's dope, man. I love Matt, and that's a Tradmore cover right there, and that's the colored version. And you could have got this at the bait booth. A lot of people thought this would be at the Boom booth, but no, it's at the bait booth, and Boom would have told you to go there as well. The next book I got was a set, and as you can see, it is the Tradmore Black and White. I'm gonna put it right here, the Tradmore Black and White Berserker #1. There was only 600 made of these. I think this was the sleeper of the con. A lot of people weren't picking these up, but I know a lot of, you know, the fellas were picking them up, and yeah, it's a good one to have because they made a million cover A's and a million different variants for cover A1. I mean, for #1, you know, they made a lot of cover A's and made a lot of variants for that as well. But I think this could be one of the big limited ones. In addition to that, you know, 1 in 1,000 that Keanu Reeves signed. Yeah, so that is one of the books I got right there. So the next book I got is this Canto from the IDW booth. And it is Canto Tales of an Unnamed World. And this was over at the IDW booth. Great cover, you know, you can't go wrong with Canto. David Boer is a really good friend, man. I love David. I ran into him a few times, and I ran into him at the hotel, and David will tell you a story. David will tell you a story. David's a good dude, and I'm always supporting David. He is well deserved on you know, on Canto and success, and hopefully it's going to be a great show. I know it's going to be a great show. You better watch out for David Boer. Oh, and I love this one, man. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, man, this is Daredevil #1. The reboot #1 was Zdarsky on it, but this is Marco Cicchetto, the Marco Cicchetto variant. Look at that. You can only get this at the Marvel Fanfare, panel that happened on Friday, I believe. Friday at 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, and they gave this book away. Dope book, dope cover. I love it. This is actually my favorite variant from the entire con. I love it. Okay, you guys are gonna like this one. So this is one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time, in homage to it, Midnight Marauders. I was cruising around with my boy Javid and Desire Comics, that's Comic Book Crackhead and Desire Comics, and we came across the Stranger Comics booth where Rage Theo was hanging out, man. My homie Rage, and we saw this Midnight Marauder, this Midnight Marauder variant on the Niobe. Niobe, she is full of life. She is life. Niobe, she is life. There's a variant, the variant an homage, a variant, or an homage, whatever you want to call it, an homage to one of my favorite albums, Midnight Marauder by Tribe Called Quest. So check that out. The next one, it's another beauty. It is another beauty. You guys will love this one. So this is another homage to one of my all-time favorite hip-hop groups, and that would be Tribe Called Quest, and this is the Low End Theory homage. And look at that beautiful cover. It just shines so bright. Brings me back a lot of good memories. I know this is one of my very first hip-hop, East Coast hip-hop albums that I really enjoyed and really like influenced me as a person in my life and my taste for music, and that was given to me by my homie Chris Savoy, man. He was a skater, man. He wore them big old pants, and I always remember that, man. He's like, yo, man, you should listen to this, bro. You should listen to this while he's doing kick flips, and I was like, I'll check that out, and I've been a fan since. So I had to get this. I had to get this album cover, this homage to the Low End Theory. I know Desire Comics and I know Nigel got one, and I think Ja got one, but I had picked up, the Midnight Marauder homage, but then I went back at the end of con and got this one because I had to, because I'm just a fan. And here is another one, and I forgot. This is by Johnson. This is a Johnson variant for a Grimm #1, and you guys all know Grimm is a pretty hot book. So I picked up all the Grimm exclusives at the Boom Studios booth, and Boom did it right, man. I gotta give y'all props at Boom, man. Like, your booth was sick. Your booth looked like very professional, very Hollywood, very clean, the aesthetic was there. And especially where you had people sign like Matt, I was like, this is Boom got it going on. But they also had some great variants. So this is the Johnson variant for Grimm #1, another exclusive at San Diego Comic-Con. And this is the one that everybody was after. This one was one everybody was after. This was the Fish variant for Grimm #1. Yeah, and I picked it up. Look at that beautiful cover. This book is hot. This book is no one's really talking about like they're talking about like other books from San Diego Comic-Con. But this book runs, it runs a lot over on eBay. Yeah, it is. If you want to pick this up, it's going to cost you between $130 to $150. But this one, my friends, is for my PC, because you never know where Grimm's going. They're saying it's going to be another Something's Killing the Children. So I'm holding on to this baby. I'm holding on to it tight. Because if it is another, Erica Slaughter type thing, and I read this, it's a really good read. Then I'm going to, I'm going to hold on to this until it's right. All right. Oh, and another one. Okay, so we got this Harley Quinn #16, Susan Micah variant. Look at that little shine going on. So this is a book that I'm actually giving away on our Monday night comic book jive. And I want to let y'all know that if you come to the Monday night comic book jive on Monday night in the live chat, you get additional name on the wheel. If you want to join up for this giveaway for this book, you just have to go to my short. That's the giveaway. And you just leave a comment, say what's up, Hood, and leave your Instagram or Twitter handle so I can get a hold of you. But if you come to the and that's the links over here in my my description. But if you want to get an extra name on the wheel, all I have to do is show up to the live chat, man. And we're gonna be discussing a lot of things coming up, a lot of things that happen at Hall H. And I'm actually bringing a person that was actually in the hall when they were announcing all the content, all the Marvel content, all the DC content. And he was there. He waited in line. That's my man, Meatman Comics. He is coming on the show. Actual live person that watched the trailers, that's seen it with his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Seen it with his eyes. So come through. And if you want to, be there and see the excitement on Meatman's eyes while we tell him while he tells us and our excitement in our eyes and us drooling and getting that content FOMO, then come through on Monday to the Monday Night Jive happening this Monday, which is August 1st at 8 o'clock p.m. PST. Next book I got, okay, so this one is a New Mutants number 27, and you had to attend the Next Big Thing panel by Marvel Comics. I think that was on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And you had to get one of these. They gave out one of these. They handed them out in the rolls, and we were able to get one. Me, Past Point One, that's my Tio. I know Godly Comics, Doctor of Comics. I know that my Roger got one, and I think 37 Sage was there as well. We all grabbed one of these, so it's a pretty dope cover. It's a wraparound, so let me show you what the other side looks like. So you see that right there, that's the front cover. So let me pull it out so you guys can see the back cover. It's dope. It's a dope cover. So let me show you guys this. Oh, this is not the wraparound. My bad. The wraparound came when and the Women of Marvels, but this is a New Mutants book. It is New Mutants number 27. It's a variant, and you could only get this at the Next Big Thing panel. And I really dig how Marvel does it. You know, like if you attend their panels, they usually give you an exclusive book. So you should be attending all their comic book panels because there's a lot of information being talked about, and they always have really great guests. It's always a cool time to be in there with CB and Dan Slott and all the guys. But CB's always there. CB Cebulski, he's in there holding it down with all the guys, man. So come through that. D23 is going to be the one to go to. D23 is going to be the one to go to as well. But the next one I picked up is this Grenov variant for Mandalorian number 1. I picked this up at Trinity Comics. I actually sold the black and white. I liked it, but not as much as the colored one. And the colored version is going to stay in my PC. Rodney Barnes, I'm gonna try to get this signed by Rodney Barnes. I should have got it signed by Rodney and Grenov. They were at the con, but when you're running, man, it's, if you've never been to San Diego Comic-Con, there's only so many things you can do. You gotta, enjoy the W's and enjoy the L's, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is a beautiful cover by Grenov. I'm glad I got a hold of it. I don't know. I think there's only like 600 or something made of these, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But it's dope. It's dope. And they actually gave you a little card, as a COA to let you know. Oh, you know what? The COA actually tell me how many of these were made, because this is a COA, this little card they gave us at Trinity. So let me check that for you guys just so we can get the information correct. If I can actually get it out of here. Give me a hot second. So let me see here, guys. So this right here, this is a Mandalorian variant. There are only 800 copies. So I was close. There's 800 copies of this. Only 800 copies worldwide. And they were only handing out like maybe 25 on preview night. Then they handed out, I think 50 on I think it was 50 on Thursday and then 50 on Friday, and then they were going to give then they were going to sell whatever they had left on Saturday, but I think they had sold out. But they still had, I think they sold out the black and whites. Those were only 600 of those, but they still had some of these on Saturday. So I should have got another black and white, but I didn't. Oh, and I love this book. This is not exclusive. This was given to me by my homie Miscellaneous Comics. That's my padre. What's up, Miscellaneous Comics? I ran into him in the line for the signing with Snyder and Capullo, and he gave this to me as a AOK. I appreciate it, brother. He was gonna get this signed by Snyder, but I don't have a copy, so I'm gonna keep this safe. I didn't get it signed. I'm gonna keep it safe. This is the I think this is the glow in the dark one. So yeah, it's dope. Thank you, Miscellaneous. I appreciate you, bro. Much love to you, man. And then this one right here, you had to find Matt Kent. So this is the Bad Idea Sacred Heart, and you had to find Matt Kent. I went to his signing over at the Boom booth, and I saw him, and I actually got a couple books signed, and I'll show you guys later. He did some stuff in my sketchbook, but I forgot to ask about his book. So I was kind of cruising around the con. I walked away. I was about maybe 5 hours away. I said, oh snap, I forgot to ask Matt. So I went back to the booth, and Matt was about to leave, and I Walked to the Matt. I said, Matt, you got something? You got something for me, bro? And then he pulled this out and gave this to me, man. So you can watch this actually live. I did this live with, I asked Matt live on my my Instagram. You can go watch it on my Instagram story, man. There's a little highlight. I'm gonna show you guys where to find that. There's a highlight little circles that you can just press and see all my stories from San Diego Comic-Con 2022. And when I got this, it's in there with Matt as well. It's in there, Matt Kent. Remember, I call him Matt because we kind of homies, right, Matt? We kind of homies, so one of our first name basis, he calls me Hood. I call him Matt. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I love Matt, man, and thank you, Matt. I appreciate you, bro, man, for hooking me up. And he also hooked up Nigel and Comic Book Crackhead. That's Desire Comics and Comic Book Crackhead. They actually got one too. So another big book that I got is yes, the Spawn blank. The Spawn #1 blank. There's only 1,500 of these made. You had to line up on Friday to get these from Image, and they were really strict. I like the way Image does it, man, at cons. They're like, you can't be a pro and you can't be an exhibitor to buy any of these books. You have to be an attendee. They say these books for the attendees, the people, the fans, the people who actually paid for the tickets, and they're the ones can line up, and they're looking at everybody's badges that go down like, nope, yes, nope, yes, nope, yes, nope, yes. And they're really strict about it, man. I appreciate you guys at Image holding it down. I appreciate you, Tom McFarlane, looking out for the fans, man. And I was lucky enough to get one. I actually got two. I got one that was signed, but I gave it to my friend. I know he is a big Todd fan, so I gave it to him. But I really wanted this because one day, I'm gonna get a quick sketch by Mr. McFarlane, hopefully on this. So that's why I'm saving this. Hopefully he'll do a CGC signing sometime soon, where we can get, something actually slabbed and verified. And I am going to spend the money to ask for a quick remark or quick sketch on this baby. All right, next up, the Quintana. Something's Killing the Children #1. These were pretty limited as well. Very hot book at San Diego Comic-Con. Everybody's kind of forgetting about Something's Killing the Children because people just do. There's news everywhere. They got Marvel news, DC news, HBO news, Amazon news, whatever is going on, and people forget about it. But you shouldn't, because Something's Killing the Children is dope, man. And they're on number 25, and the story is just rad, man. The story's so good, it's still going on. And this is one of the big books also from the Boom Studios booth. So I was able to pick up one of these as well. So next book up. This is one book right here that you had to, this is the last panel. I think it's on Sunday. You had to go to the Sunday panel, the Women of Marvel panel. It's a comic book panel with Marvel. And they gave out these to the attendees, to the people that attended the panel. And this is a Women of Marvel. I know they were giving away they were giving away this book also at the Marvel booth at the end of the con. So I was able to grab an extra. So if anybody wants to trade, holler at the Hood. We can trade, man. We can trade. But yeah, I got two of these. So dope cover. We got Miss Marvel. This is the one I was telling y'all that's a wraparound. So here you go. That's the front of it. So you got She-Hulk. You got, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. You got Silk. You got Rogue. You got Spider-Woman. You got Storm on there. All right, and then on the back, you have more. Check it out. The back's actually dope. You got. Look at that right there. You got Spider-Gwen. You got Shuri. You have America. You got a lot of ladies on there. Look at that. That back's dope. So I'm gonna open up for you guys so you guys see the full-fledged wraparound goodness. There you go. Let me see. Get that glare out there. There you go. I'm gonna go like this so you can see. There you go. Full-fledged wraparound goodness right there. You could only get this at the Women of Marvel panel. I think it's a dope cover. So great score. Say great score, Hood. Good score. All right. Next up, we're gonna look at some of the signatures I got, some of the signatures on my books that I got. And I was really after Todd McFarlane this con. I was really after some of his signatures because I haven't seen Todd in a while. And the lines weren't that bad. The lines weren't that bad for Todd. I mean, so most of these ones I got, you had to go to the image booth first thing in the morning, get a wristband, and they would only hand out about 100. The first 2 days, I think they handed out 300, and I think it got crazy, so they said only 100 on Saturday and Sunday. And then I was able to go up to cells, and you get to pull. You get to do this thing where you tap. No, you don't get to pull. You tap a button, and either light turns red or green, and you get a ticket. And I was able to get a ticket there. So I got this, Chadwick variant homage to Black Panther, the Spawn 311, signed by Todd. Look at that nice little. Look at Todd's signature. Isn't that dope? Only Todd can sign things with the dopeness. Look at that. I got the Spawn 301 signed by Todd there on the bottom. Check that out. Pretty sick. Then I got, look at that. I kind of fooled Todd with this one. So this is ASM 301, and he looked at it. He goes, "Is this like a promotional, or is this like a foreign variant? Because it looks weird to me. There's no barcode." And I said, "Todd, man, I finally got you, bro. It's an action figure variant." So yeah, I got him to sign this action figure variant. What I like to do sometimes with Todd, if I see him, I like to bring like wacky books, because I like to see the look on his face, because Todd's a very cool guy. He'll go by every book and he'll tell you like the history of it, like a little quick 10-second history of it. But I think I stumped Todd with this. First time ever. There you go. Got that one signed. And then one of my favorite Todd covers of all time, and that's ASM 306, the homage to to the first Superman. And there you go. And that's Spider-Man. And I had to bring this. He liked this too. And a lot of guys in the line are like, "Oh man, I remember. I should have brought that book as well." So yeah, and it is a newsstand. So yeah, those are the books I got signed by Todd. All right, then I got this sign by Mr. Capullo and Mr. Snyder. As you can see, I got their signatures on that one as well. I always wanted to get this one signed by both of them because it's it's pretty open, the cover, and great for signatures. And then I met up with the Bitter Root crew, and I got them to sign this because I had a Scotty Young signature on this. So Scotty Young signed this as well, as you can see. And I got everybody from the Bitter Root crew to sign it as well. So check that out. Everybody got signed there. So there you go, man. There you go. So I got Scotty Young. I got David Walker. I got Chuck Brown. And I got Sanford Green right there. Sanford Green. So all got the whole crew to sign this, including Scotty Young. So pretty complete, if you ask me, right? Pretty complete. And then I was at the image booth. That was the image booth on Saturday. And then I met Mr. Rodney Barnes. And I got him to sign this Philadelphia. I love Rodney Barnes. He's going to be actually coming on the podcast to do a interview, breaking news. Me and Past Point One are going to be doing an interview with Rodney Barnes. And then I also got Jay Lee to sign this as well. And if you don't know who Rodney Barnes is, man, if you guys watch that show Winning with the Lakers on HBO, he actually wrote the script and I think produced it. He's a big Hollywood guy, and he also is a comic book creator. So he's double trouble, man, double trouble. And Rodney's gonna be coming on the show pretty soon, so I'll let y'all know. Next up, I got this signed, another Philadelphia. I got Scotty Young to sign this one as well. Scotty Young, there you go, Scotty Young, and Rodney Barnes. You see Rodney right there. Rodney and Scotty Young. And then, you guys would trip out on this one, man. So, I'm gonna turn this around like this so you guys can't see. So, me and my nephew were going to, the button little push thing over there up in cells outside to get like Todd's signature. But there was a lot of other signatures going on that we didn't know about, and there was no one in line. So this lady said, "Hey, why don't you come over here, because so-and-so signed." And I hit the green, got the ticket. And that is the man from Juice. Remember Juice? That is Omar Epps. I got Omar Epps to sign this book right here. So I didn't have anything for Omar to sign. So I was like, what am I going to have him sign? It's cool for him to sign in this, but if I could find like a comic book, that I think would, play true to his personality and what he's portrayed in Hollywood, then or portrayed, you know, whatever, you know. And I was like, I saw this Miles book, and it was like, you know, $5 on some rack over in the comic book corner. I was like, that would be perfect for Omar, you know. And then I said, Omar, man, like, I know that you had nothing to do with the Spider-Man, but I think, you know, when you played it, when you were in Juice, if they had Miles Morales back in the day, you would have been a dope Miles Morales. He goes, I would have, and I'll sign that book for you. So he signed it right there. There's Omar Epps' signature as well. And I even told him, I was like, bro, because of you, I bought the Timberlakes. I wore cross colors. I wore the overalls. You know what I'm saying, back in the 90s, because he's the one who, you know, really came up and wore that stuff in a movie in Juice with Tupac that I really just watched 1,000 times. So, and I also got this from he was there actually signing his book, and he gave this book to us for free, and he signed it over here. It's pretty cool. I'll show you guys. Let me find the signature. So he didn't do it for me. So he did Ian, and then signed it right there. But in my nephew's book, he said "One Love." He said "One Love, Eddie," and signed it. And I thought that was dope, man. Eddie was like, "Yo, man, he wrote One Love in my book. He didn't write nothing in your book, Unc." I was like, "Yeah, he didn't, man." So next one I got, or this is my last signature book I'm gonna show off, and this is you know, the Stray Dog people, the Stray Dog creators were there at San Diego Comic-Con, and they signed a few of these books for me as well. So that's a couple of my signed books. I'm gonna put these down and put this stand up because I don't think I need this stand anymore. You know, another thing I want to show off to you is like the stuff I got in my sketchbook. So this is my sketchbook right here that I bring to every con since COVID. So I'm gonna show you guys a few things that I got sketched in here. So back in October, I got this sketched. I got this sketch by Tony Fleece right here. So I got that. See it? Right here, I got that sketch by Tony Fleece. There you go. I got that sketch by Tony Fleece. I showed this to Trish Foster. I said, Trish, you don't have to sign. You don't have to sketch me anything. If you can just complete it by signing it over here by Tony, by Tony's sketch. And she looked at me like I was crazy. She was like, "Give me a blank page." I said, "Hey man, when Trish asks you for a blank page, you give it to her." Tony looked at her like, "Damn, you trying to one up me again, girl?" And she looked like, yeah, I'm gonna one up you. So she did a sketch for me as well, and she sketched me that right there. That's by Trish Foster. Thank you, Trish, man. I appreciate it. That was at the Image booth. So dope, man. She sketched up in there. And then Snyder, Scott Snyder actually did this for me because Greg Capullo wasn't there the first time I went by the Comixology booth, and he actually sketched me a Batman and signed, and then Capullo signed later. And thank you, Scott. I appreciate that, man. You're down. Scott's a down dude, man. I like Scott a lot. And then I had to get Todd McFarlane in my book. You know what I'm saying? I had to get Todd. So I had Todd sign one page. He was about to do a sketch. He was thinking about it. I could see because he left some space there. But then he looked at the line and was like, damn, if I do one sketch for one person, I got to do a sketch for everybody. So yeah, Todd signed that. I'm totally happy with it. I'm totally happy with the signature. Just Todd's book, signature of my book. I ran into Tyler Kirkham at the Whatnot booth over near Marvel. Then I have Humberto Ramos right here and Scotty Young. Got them both signed at the Marvel booth. And then the Bitterroot Crew. The Bitterroot Crew did a sketch in my sketchbook as well. So you got, you know, Sanford Green, you got David Walker, and you got Chuck Brown. And Sanford Green actually did a sketch for me as well right here. You can see the guy's face. So yeah, Sanford Green's dope, man. So yeah, that's a Bitter. And they were Bitter Room Crew, you know, like as an homage to like an album, like a album that David Walker had seen. I forgot what the album is, but if y'all let me know. I think it was Motley Crue. Motley Crue was that kind of spelled wrong, so he kind of homage that album. So dope, really good guys. And then Matt Kent actually did this one for me. I ran to him at his signing, and I said, "Hey man, I got this. I got my sketchbook. Be honored for you to, you know, autograph it in there. You know." And he added a little sketch for me. So that's Matt Kent. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you, bro. You are the man, and you are a homie. And then I ran into Adam Kubert, and he actually signed this upside down, so you can see. Adam Kubert signed this. I ran into him in the halls, and he signed that for me. I didn't have any of his books on me. I said, "I'm a big Wolverine fan." He said, "Bro, you get a signature." So he gave that one to me. And then I ran to an artist at one of the anime booths. I saw him sketching. I said, hey, why don't you throw a sketch in there? Can you throw a sketch in here for me? He says, no problem. And his name was Nick Sullick, all right? Other things I got at San Diego Comic-Con. Let me see. I only picked up one figure. And I had to pick this up. This is from Beast Kingdom. This is the Mandalorian little egghead. Real dope. So you can see it right here. This is kind of what it looks like, right? You have to pick this up at the Beast Kingdom booth. This is gonna go up on my display up there. I'll do an unboxing. Of this on my on one of my shorts, so you guys can see what's going on. Not an unboxing, but I'll do a little clip of it, from every side. So check that out. Real dope item. And then last but not least, I got this shirt. From Roosevelt. So Roosevelt actually gave this shirt to me pretty early, because I wanted to do it on my panel. They went back to the hotel, brought it back the next day, and had it for me. And hopefully I can do some work with these guys, because man, this is some great material, man. If y'all ever run into Roosevelt's at a con, or you see him at like a shop, this is a really good, really nice shirt. As you can see, we have Boba Fett right there. This is Boba Fett. Let me put this up to you guys. So let me see here. You guys can see there. There we go. That's Boba Fett from the cartoons. That's Boba from the early cartoons back in the 80s. Check that out. It's dope, man. It's dope. But that is all I got. That's not all I got, but those were the highlights I got from San Diego Comic-Con. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And wait. I got one more thing. I will be doing an unboxing video. I got one of my CGCs slapped back from CGC after like a year and a half. It took a year and a half. But I want to see what grade I got. I will be doing a video pretty soon. And I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me over at, wherever you were. Let me crash your feed and everything else. Remember, we had that giveaway happening on the Monday Night Comic Book Jive for that awesome book that I showed you, that Harley Quinn number 16 from the KRS booth. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the gets I got. But I'm Hoodrat, you're Hoodrat, and what? We all Hoodrats. And yo, we out.